Hello, here we are. We're going to do Proverbs 27 and 28 tonight. So we're going to get going. Proverbs 27. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you don't know what a day may bring. Let someone else praise you and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. Stone is heavy and sand a burden, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. Boy, is that the truth. Anger is cruel and fury overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? I love that scripture. In other versions, it says, anger is one thing, wrath is another, but who can stand before jealousy? So we'll read this version. Anger is cruel and fury overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? Jesus couldn't even stand before jealousy because jealousy is what put him on the cross. Better is open rebuke than hidden love. Think about that one. It's better to get an open rebuke or to give an open rebuke than to hide your love away, because that doesn't benefit anybody. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. Boy, is that the truth too. One who is full loathes honey from the comb, but to the hungry, even what is bitter tastes sweet. Like a bird that flees its nest is anyone who flees from home. Perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. Do not forsake your friend or a friend of your family, and don't go to your relative's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. So let's look at that. Let's break it down a little bit. Don't forsake your friend or a friend of your family. Don't go to your relative's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. Okay, I get it. I know you get it too. Be wise, my son, and bring joy to my heart. Then I can answer anyone who treats me with contempt. I can understand that. When you have joy in your heart from someone close by that's close to you, that you feel overjoyed about, then it doesn't matter who hates you because you feel happy and secure. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. You know, I unfriended someone tonight because there was so much drama going on his page. It was all about, should I take the vaccine? Should I not take the vaccine? It was just constantly, I call them pothole posts, where no matter how you answer, you're going to step in a pothole and it's not going to work out. And I felt so offended by all the just ridiculous drama that I just sort of bowed out. I don't even think he knows I unfriended him, but I was just kind of like, with people like this in my life, I don't know. I mean, there's enough drama on this page that, that was enough. I just don't want drama. And just sort of baiting people, to share how they felt about the vaccine. And everybody on his page felt the same way. And yet he continued to just sort of mock everybody or something. I don't know what he was doing. He was very covert, talented. Be wise, my son, and bring joy to my heart. Then I can answer anyone who treats me with contempt. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Take the garment of one who puts up security for a stranger. Hold it in pledge if it's done for an outsider, and we understand that now. If anyone loudly blesses their neighbor early in the morning, it will be taken as a curse. Yeah. Like, don't wake me up at 5 a.m. Take the garment of, a quarrelsome wife is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm. Restraining her is like restraining the wind or grasping oil with the hand. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. That's neat. The one who guards a fig tree will eat its fruit, and whoever protects their master will be honored. As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. So if we're looking at your life and looking it over, we can see what's in your heart by the way your life is being lived. Death and destruction are never satisfied, and neither are human eyes. The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but people are tested by their praise. So we better get to praising our Lord. Though you grind a fool in a mortar, grinding them like grain with a pestle, you will not remove their folly from them. That's very sad. Be sure you know the condition of your flocks. Give careful attention to your herds. For riches don't endure forever, and a crown is not secure for all generations. When the hay is removed and new growth appears, and the grass from the hills is gathered in, the lambs will provide you with clothing, and the goats with the price of a field. You will have plenty of goat's milk to feed your family and to nourish your female servants. Proverbs 28. The wicked flee, though no one pursues, but the righteous are bold as a lion. When a country is rebellious, it has many rulers, but a ruler with discernment and knowledge maintains order. Well, we haven't seen that for a long time, have we? I don't even know if Trump could maintain order. A ruler who oppresses the poor is like a driving rain that leaves no crops. Those who forsake instruction praise the wicked, but those who heed it resist them. Evildoers do not understand what is right, but those who seek the Lord understand it fully. Better the poor whose walk is blameless than the rich whose ways are perverse. A discerning son heeds instruction, but a companion of gluttons disgraces his father. Whoever increases wealth by taking interest or profit from the poor amasses it for another who will be kind to the poor. If anyone turns a deaf ear to my instruction, even their prayers are detestable. Whoever leads the upright along an evil path will fall into their own trap, but the blameless will receive a good inheritance. The rich are wise in their own eyes. One who's poor and discerning sees how deluded they are. Gosh, you just look at our celebrities today and you see that full well, how deluded so many of them are. It's terrible. When the righteous triumph, there is great elation. But when the wicked rise to power, people go into hiding. Whoever conceals their sins doesn't prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy. Blessed is the one who always trembles before God, but whoever hardens their heart falls into trouble. Like a roaring lion or a charging bear is a wicked ruler over a helpless people. That makes me think of Cuba. What's going on with them right now is so terrible. A tyrannical ruler practices extortion, but one who hates ill-gotten gain will enjoy a long reign. Anyone tormented by the guilt of murder will seek refuge in the grave. Let no one hold them back. Okay, so if someone is tormented by the guilt of murder and they seek refuge through death, don't hold them back. Don't let anyone hold them back. Let them just die. That makes me think of a story I saw on a true crime show. It was very sad. A man choked his wife. They had a fight. He was a drunk. and he put her to death. And when they started to close in on him, I think it was a few years later, he committed suicide, which made it doubly tragic. And he left a note saying where he had put her because they couldn't find her. And this is what the Lord's talking about. If anyone is a murderer and seeks refuge through death, don't stop him. Let him just do it. And he did it. And it does happen like that. Sometimes when people know that they're caught, they can't bear the shame, so they commit suicide thinking that it will be a refuge, but in reality, we don't really know what happens to them afterwards. I fear that some of them who don't know the Lord who do that, just it gets worse for them. They die and they don't have refuge. They're in hell. So it's never, it's better to just pay the piper and face the consequences. But it says here, don't stop them if that's what they decide to do. Just leave it be. Very sad. Anyone tormented by the guilt of murder will seek refuge in the grave. Let no one hold them back. It's like God knows everything, doesn't he? He knows our hearts. He knows as far as the, east is from the west, he knows how far our minds go. There's no thought hidden from him. And he's imparted this wisdom his wisdom to Solomon here in part, and we're getting to read it. The one whose walk is blameless is kept safe, but the one whose ways are perverse will fall into the pit. Those who work their land will have abundant food, but those who chase fantasies will have their fill of poverty. A faithful person will be richly blessed, but one eager to get rich will not go unpunished. Don't strive to be rich. It's a trap. It could send you to hell, ultimately. To show partiality is not good, yet a person will do wrong for a piece of bread. Esau did, didn't he? The stingy are eager to get rich and are unaware that poverty awaits them. Whoever rebukes a person will in the end gain favor, rather than one who has a flattering tongue. This flattery is just false and empty. In other words, you're doing a service if you rebuke. At least you're telling a truth. Flattery is nothing. It's empty. Whoever robs their father or mother and says, "It's not wrong," is partner to one who destroys. The greedy stir up conflict, but those who trust in the Lord will prosper. Those who trust in themselves are fools, but those who walk in wisdom are kept safe. So trusting in yourself and wisdom are two different things. It says here, if you trust in yourself, you're a fool. Well, you can believe in yourself and the goals that you've set for yourself. You can believe for those things, but trusting yourself is a different matter. If I had trusted in myself, I would surely be dead. It's saying here, those who trust in themselves are fools, but those who walk in wisdom are kept safe. Because there's an end of us and all of our best ideas, okay? But wisdom is a deep well, and it will keep you if you learn of it and employ it. Those who give to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to them receive many curses. When the wicked rise to power, people go into hiding, but when the wicked perish, the righteous thrive. And that's that for the evening. I love you very much. You have a wonderful evening. I'll see you back here tomorrow, and we'll do 29, 30, and perhaps 31, just depending on how long they are. And that will be the end of the book of Proverbs. I love you. See you later. Bye-bye.